Do it again, please.
Stay off the weed.
So I wanted to do this video today just because I was compelled to share my innate response to how this video is going to pan out. Because I always have an initial reaction to certain videos like this, and I knew that there was something that I really wanted to talk about before I even saw the video. I know I can't be alone. I'm not going to try to hold any initial thoughts about this video. Just going to go in blind and we'll see how it pans out. So here we go.
This is not your normal company team bonding.
This is the best joint I've ever made. Probably not the best one at the table.
But for this public...
Okay, so I just love how it's... Bro, I already love how we're not even 20 seconds into the video yet. We're not even 20 seconds into the video. Oh, my foot's cramping. My brain, and I don't even have a foot and it's cramping. We're 20 seconds into this video and people are waving joints around like it's candy. Anyways, continue.
Part of our company culture is that we like to do team building activities and
part of our company culture. So basically this PR firm is a bunch of potheads. Company culture is that one term that just irks me because it's like, who are you? I don't mean to say anything or talk about the elephant in the room, but it's very clear that there's not a single person of color in this room. There's not a single black person in this room. I feel some type of way because cannabis policy has been targeted, specifically the legalization of cannabis policy in the United States has been targeted towards people of color. And I don't know how this is going to transcend into a positive connotation if this company is going to, like, I don't really know how to explain it, but this is something that kind of already makes me uncomfortable off the bat because there are people in this world that are in prison. There are people in this world that can't get jobs because of drug testing. And this one company, as part of their, instead of their happy hour being alcohol, their happy hour is smoking a doob. That's that. I obviously, like, I think it's great, and obviously, like, in each individual state to their own. I'm sure this is like California or New York or Portland, Oregon, whatever state they're in that where it's legal and they can do this. But I just think this is kind of suspect. Why did these people apply to a cannabis related job and they don't even know how to roll one? Pause. Ask that question. Somebody, please ask him that question.
Done it beforehand?
most people. We have a couple newbies.
Who's the newbies?
I've not done before.
Dang, talk about peer pressure.
Newly hired junior accounts executive.
This is my first job.
This is your first job.
Wow.
First real job.
And this is your
Wow,
first
wish
time
that could be
rolling
me.
a joint?
It is my first time rolling a joint. A lot of firsts going on.
It's because of this woman, Rosie Matteo. She hired Trisha to join her PR firm. They represent 60 companies that all work in the cannabis industry.
Okay, this is kind of lit. That's lit.
Weed become less taboo at other workplaces.
Thank you. I like
As
this.
a CEO of a company, to have my employees go out after work and consume cannabis and do something.
Yeah.
$4 billion, according.
She just said cannabis in the U.S. alone is going to be over $24 billion. Can somebody please like email the federal government? Just send them. Maybe they don't know how to use email. Can somebody like send them a written letter? Can somebody please mail the federal government a written letter and say, why are you moving so slow on this question mark? It's very clear that you can't read the signs of how successful and beneficial this will be for the entire society. It's very clear as the people that are being chastised due to their use, due to their association with this drug. You know, a lot of people grow up and look at homie that is casting like stay off the weed.
The weed. It's stay off the weed.
And it's very clear that African Americans, that people of color, these communities and these types of people are being discriminated against irregularly, and that is why I'm very upset, and also why I feel some type of way when it comes to this, because who is this helping? Who is this helping? It's very obvious that these people aren't the ones that are getting to go to these team building exercises to do what they want to do. That's point A already. Point B is, okay, now let's say they are in these workplaces. How is that then going to affect them in ways that it can promote their society? Because now, and at the end of the day, like, it is the federal government's fault, because one state is doing one thing and another state is doing another thing. So it's not like there is not generational. It's not like there's cross state use at all. And that also is scary too, because the federal government still has the power to penalize people that use these drugs. Pause. Continue.
Truck drivers. Essentially your message to employers.
That's another thing too. Like, I see a lot of Reddit posts and I see a lot of YouTube videos of people that work for the DOT, Department of Transportation, or they work for like the MTA or something like that, and they'll try to finesse and pass a drug test. I'm like, bro, like, if you're operating heavy machinery, if you're operating a motor vehicle for a job, you should not be doing drugs. I think when it comes to somebody operating heavy machinery in a motor vehicle, I think that is still the place where they should be enforcing this, just because, you know, you have lives are at stake. You know, I think it's a lot different if you're like an accountant or still like, they really need to that's something that we still need to figure out. I think when it comes to operating a heavy machinery and operating a motor vehicle, it's more dangerous than doing something on a computer or doing something in like a retail job. Like the stakes are different, is what I'm trying to say.
Is get used to this.
The tide is changing.
Yeah,
People are
period.
choosing cannabis, and employers have to embrace that if they want great talent.
Matteo is
And I think that she also makes a great point when she's like, employers have to embrace this. And this is a very interesting argument that was made online that I saw, how there are a lot of people in IT and a lot of people that do computer science. The federal government is in demand for these jobs. The federal government is looking for people that have experience in these. But the thing is, and I don't want to speak on behalf of everyone because I don't have a degree in any of these, STEM tech fields, but these people are smoking. These people are using avid users of cannabis. And, I have a little story for her. I really wish her the best, just because usually people only stay in a job for 2 years. Not saying that she's only going to be there for 2 years. She could be there for the rest of her life. She could be there for 10 years, whatever. I hope the next job that she finds is as cool as that job. And I know that we're on the up of jobs that are like that, but it's still scarce, man. She's probably going to be in that job for another 5 years.
People were totally cool and fine with us doing the story and appearing on camera. It shows how far we've come, I think. That's another thing, too. I didn't even think about that. This man basically just said all these people are okay with doing cannabis. Knowing that this is a federal... See, and this is another reason why I said, like, if this was a group of Black people, this would be a completely different story. If this was a group of Latinx people, this would be a completely different story. This would be framed and taken so many different ways. That's why I think that this is why I'm really upset. And this is exactly why I wanted to make this video. Not saying that this is based in like making the argument that cannabis legalization is kind of like sided with one single race. But at the exact same time, like, it's very clear that there's not a single person of color in this company that wants to support this. Like, it's still disproportionate towards race and towards that individual's skin color in terms of like how successful and how supportive they are in this community. And I want, when the federal government does finally open up that written letter that they receive from millions of people that say, like, yo, like, you need to take this seriously, I hope that they put race at the forefront of this discussion. I don't know if anybody knows, but we've been talking about this since President Carter. Legalization of cannabis has been going on since President Carter.
And I know for a fact it's going to be I have little doubts that Biden is going to legalize it. Biden does not want to get into that argument, and Biden does not want to be the individual to make that case. So Kamala disappeared. I don't think they're going to be wanting to have that discussion anytime soon. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed my short / long commentary on this video. Please don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed, and share with someone that you think might also like what I have to say. Leave a comment if you find that you have something also to say. And don't forget, guys, stay tuned and subscribe for future uploads from The Mental Upload. Like I said, this is The Mental Upload, and have a good rest of your day. Bye.